It's Saturday morning, mark out with me. It's Mark Out Mania. Hey, hey! Mark out like a bomb, baby. Come on, mark with us. Wrestle Kingdom 13 is the subject of marking out the Saturday morning on our show. James, Zeus, and Joe on Mark Out Mania. Ibushi and Osprey going for KOs. Zack Sabre stretching out the pit bull of stone. Okada's and Switchblade, Y2J and Naito. Omega and Tana close the show. Yeah, oh. Yeah, oh. Come on, mark some more. Hit and sling blades. Brutal Z triggers. And high fly, flow fly. We're marking out on Mark Out Mania. Ooh,
yeah.
Tokyo Dome. Yeah. Marking out on Mark Out Mania. Ooh, the Saturday morning. Whoa, marking out on Mark Out Mania. Oh, it's Mark Out Mania.
Woo! I'm dancing around in my living room. I'm gonna play that shit in my car.
Hola, amigos, and welcome to Mark Out Mania.
What is good? Good job, Pedro. That was kind of
nice.
Hot. Oh, muchas gracias. Muchas gracias.
That was a little saucy. I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of good. I like that.
We got a wow from the chat room.
Whoa. Hola to Angie. I hope you. I know she's been feeling under the weather. I hope she feels better. And congratulations on getting New Japan tickets.
What's up, Angie? I told him.
Yes, that's going to be awesome.
Hope you're feeling well, Angie. Hope you're feeling well. Yeah, Angie's going to New Japan. We got Pedro singing Def Leppard. I'm dancing in my living room. I'll record that shit. I'm gonna play it back in my car today. That was kind of hot.
That's my new ringtone. Pedro.
Yeah, there it is.
That's your new ringtone. Y'all need me to put out a single version.
Hey, we need you to drop the whole album.
A whole album of intros.
Of our intros. Yeah, just
I need all that. Yeah, I need to do them up, and then like we did with the Purple Rain one.
Yeah, that was a good job, Pedro. Good job, and a quick shout out to Zeus, who barely made it just in time to the show. So a big shout out to the Spectrum Cable guy. I helped him get his internet back.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. But and don't forget, Pedro, you did the actual version of a couple of those acoustic songs I asked you to sing. Remember on that other video?
Oh yeah, I never did more of those, but it was just
you started actually. You actually took the challenge and started actually doing the songs I asked you to do.
Yes, it was. I will admit, I was very resistant to the idea of doing these things because I was like, we have a theme song already. Like, why do we need to do these things? But
why do I do these? Why do I do this? Why do I drive?
But it's crazy. One of those things where
why do I do this? Let me count the ways.
As an artist, we often often have issues with control. Like we have control issues.
Oh yeah.
So it's one of those things where I'm trying to get better about being relenting control and going with the flow. So.
Sounds good. Good job, Pedro. Good job. Yeah, man. We need to put out an album, Pedro greatest hits.
No,
we have Yiki-kun and we have the Angelico team.
Yeah, we've got double YYH, double Y, double
Y, double H.
The IWGP champ and the Intercontinental champions in the house.
Yeah.
Right.
Or you know how I've been watching the All Japan Women Classics? It's the All Pacific champion and the WWWA champion.
There you go. There you
That's
go.
right. There you
And
go.
Helico team playlist, Double Y, Double H, and of course, Big Angie's in the house. Hope you're feeling better early on a Saturday morning. Good looking. And congrats for going to New Japan on January 30th. Holla. Good job.
Speaking of Angelico, I will be mentioning him briefly when we talk about the main event. Because today we're talking about New Japan's Wrestle Kingdom 13.
Yeah, that was a great show, man. I thought it was a great show. Because I'm sure, like everybody's going to get into it later on because there were a lot of people shitting on it for various reasons. But I thought it was a good show.
Oh, I thought it was excellent. I really enjoyed it. What I've got to see of it so far, and I really look forward to watching it in its entirety today. After the show today.
I feel bad for you. I'm sorry.
Thrilled as fuck.
I'm so sorry, Zeus. You did it the right way and everything. You paid for New Japan, and you didn't
signed
get to
up.
see
I'm
shit.
watching the Road Warriors versus Muda and Chono. I'm watching Stan Hansen and Andre the Giant. And the next thing
nice.
I ain't got no fucking internet.
Wasn't your next door neighbor, was it?
No, it's all part of the rental property doodad shit,
Oh, okay.
So
because
we're at the mercy of other fucking people
because if you have neighbor issues like I do, I got 2 words for you: chair shot. End of story. Okay, everything works fine after that.
That's right. Chair shot fix everything.
Yeah, but I feel bad for you, Zeus. I feel bad, but because I thought it was a great show, man.
Yeah,
it was a great show.
Real quick before we get going on this. Spoiler warnings for everyone. If you have not watched the show, if you do not know the results and you do not want to know the results before you watch the show, like before you watch the New Japan Wrestle Kingdom 13, do not advance any further on this podcast because there's no way we can talk about it without mentioning spoilers. We're going to have to get into
the winners. Yeah.
I mean, not for nothing, but everybody spoiled it. It was all over Twitter, YouTube, this person, that person.
Oh, and dude, let me tell you something. I was doing great.
Spoilers. Like, what the hell?
I was doing great. And you see, here's another stupid thing too, is that when we called Spectrum yesterday, or no, when we called them the day before yesterday, there was supposed to be somebody out here yesterday. And then when nobody showed up during a time window, we called in and they're like, we don't have an appointment for you. I'm like, well, what about Betty at fucking extension 375 that I talked to about 24 hours ago that said this is going to happen today? And they're like, well, she didn't enter it in. I'm like,
oh, I'm telling you, bro, Spectrum sucks.
Oh, they're terrible.
Just not a driver.
Yo, I'm telling you, because I have my issues with them, man. I have my issues. They suck, man.
Yeah, they do.
I'm going to cut the cord. Fuck Spectrum. Fuck cable TV. I'm so tired of that shit.
Spectrum is the new Lex Luger.
Yeah, Spectrum is the Lex Luger. I swear to God, if I see a Spectrum bus, I'm going to egg it.
On the spoiler thing, when I logged on to Twitter yesterday morning, so I wake up, you go through your things in the morning, brushing your teeth, all that stuff, I log on, and the very first thing on my feed, very first thing on my Twitter feed was a picture of Tanahashi with the title belt.
Man, I saw the same thing. I was like, son of a bitch.
I was like, man, the main event is spoiled already.
I saw the same exact thing. I was like, what? I was like, damn, man, you couldn't even be subtle about it. Just bam, there it is. I was like, you suck.
I was doing a great job. The only thing I was logging into social media for was straight into our group.
Right.
Group. So, so
it was brutal. It was everywhere. Everybody had spoilers. Everybody was talking
I'm sure
about
they
it.
did.
Everybody had pictures. Everybody had pictures of people with their new championships and all this. I was like, yo, what's going on? I mean, come on. I got to take the Bird Box challenge and go on Twitter with a blindfold. I mean, come on. Like, what the hell's happening?
Holy shit, James. You know, I'll say this. I've come to, when it comes to the big New Japan shows and it comes to all the WWE pay-per-views, I have come to a place where I accept that most likely it will all get spoiled before I see anything. Because for those shows, it's just almost there's no way to not get spoiled.
And I tell you, and you know, I had it beat. I was there. I was like, I'm gonna come home. I'm gonna sit down and watch it. I'm not gonna, you know, check.
Yeah.
Instagram. I'm not gonna check Twitter, and I'm just, you know, I'm gonna be, you know, happy Dory. You know. So
yeah, Angie in the chat. Yeah, Angie, I definitely hear you about losing Impact. I pay for Impact, and I still don't have it. Spectrum does suck. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Zeus.
No, but I mean, that's, you know, and there's another issue right there is that Pursuit Channel thing. I don't get that, but hey.
I mean, you know, all these channels come out of nowhere. They suck. It's on some channels. I mean, it's on some cable systems. It's not on others. Dish, on DirecTV, this, that, and the third. Your mother, your father, who knows? It's all over the place.
Yeah, but I mean, apparently, apparently that, you know, that this is still benefiting Impact. You know, because apparently the Pursuit Channel had to pony up some dough for this. Yeah. You know, yeah. So this is, it's not great for the fans, and you know, I'm sure they're going to be looking at, you know, a streaming service.
Well, let me ask you guys a question, and then you know, I'll ask everybody in chat too. Does Impact switching channels actually makes you excited about watching Impact?
No, nothing makes me excited for watching Impact. So.
Yeah, Pedro.
Well, I understand Pedro's point that it's like it's like having a great engine in a shitty body.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
look,
it's like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, Impact, like, they over the past year, I will say that they improved a lot of things, but.
Right,
it's still
with all the Lucha Underground talent.
Because all the Lucha Underground talent, they improved a lot of things, but production is in the shitter.
Yeah, big time.
For some reason, it just colors like the whole thing. Like you watch the stuff and you're like, well, you know, like I guess that was all right, but and then. Some of their ideas are still just really stupid. I mean, their booking ideas are often just really dumb. That hasn't really changed that much.
But that just means that they're still on par with WWE.
Well, that's the problem. Hasn't it always been that they're trying too much to be like this other WWE?
I like it better when it was NWA TNA. That's when they were at their best. Ever since, you know, Anthem came in and Jeff Jarrett and all this and all that.
Well, they had to get it away from Dixie, though.
Yeah. I know that, Zeus. Yeah, I know, but it could have been done better.
Yeah.
You know?
And, you know, it's like I said, they're definitely a mixed bag. You know, they're a mixed bag because, you know, they do, you know, a few things good here and there, but then they don't. You know, then they do something, you know, stupid.
I love Tessa Blanchard too. Yeah, she's hot.
Tessa Blanchard is one of the things that they do very well on Impact. But
yeah, Tessa and I mean, the Dark Alley thing is interesting.
Okay. Let me talk about this briefly before I get into New Japan. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So on this week's Impact, Kiera Hogan is scheduled to face Dark Alley. Okay. That sounds funny saying, but Kiera Hogan versus a Dark Alley.
I haven't watched Impact in 6 months, so I have no clue who the hell you're talking about.
Okay, well is like been Allie's like friend through all these problems with Su Yung. She literally went into hell Allie went into hell to get like Kiera Hogan out.
Went into hell. Jason goes to hell now on Impact.
They went through all these things together, and then Allie, turns on Kiera Hogan as part of some deal she made with Sinister Minister. I can't remember his name. But anyways, so she's been betrayed. Yeah. So Kiera Hogan's been betrayed by Allie, who's now, a heel and stuff. So they're going to have this match on this week's show. And so if you are a betrayed friend in pro wrestling, you're thinking you're going to go out there. Like, how would you head to the ring if this is you? How are you going to walk to the ring?
T-shirt and jeans, cowboy boots, and big old can of whoop ass.
Right, you're either gonna stomp to the ring or you're gonna run to the ring. Your eyes are gonna be like focused on the opponent. It's gonna be like, okay, this is how Kiera Hogan comes out to this match, and Dark Alley is already in the ring. So she comes out onto the entrance ramp. She does the thing with her hips. She turns her back and she points to her butt and does the tss, like it's hot, like and then she walks she walks to the ring with the exaggerated sway of her hips that she does, and she does her whole regular entrance. She gets on the ring apron.
Sway of her hips.
That's the time
of the day.
And then like she gets on the ring apron and she does the thing shaking her butt again and does the whole touching her butt thing again, the and it's like no anger, no aggression, no anything. And the commentators are trying to put over, oh, she's this and this betrayed, and you're like, what? None of this is in the body language, none of this is in anything.
Horrible.
It drove me up the wall. I was talking with Stephanie on the phone as this was going on, and she was poor. Stephanie was having to hear me complain about this thing. I was like going on about it, but anyways.
Pedro does not like Impact. Good job.
I don't like bad things on Impact. No.
Right. So anyway, Wrestle Kingdom 13.
So, as I sway my hips.
Exaggerated sway of your hips, James.
Wait. Pour some mark out on me. Yeah. Okay, I just did it. Okay, go ahead.
There you go. And then this whole the whole Wrestle Kingdom thing, somebody was like, hey, is this your first Wrestle Kingdom? And I'm like, well, technically, no. It's like this first one I've, in a long time. I said, but this started out, as technically it started out as WCW New Japan Super Show.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
The first one was in March of 91, but then from then on, they made it the January 4th show, the next two, and then they changed it to Wrestle Kingdom. So
it was a great show.
Yeah,
there's a little history right there. There's a little history, boys and girls.
It is always weird to me that people think it's just the number of Wrestle Kingdoms is the number of Tokyo Dome shows, and it's like they used to do more than one Tokyo Dome show in a year at one point in time.
Yeah, they were doing 2 or 3 sometimes.
I think it was a great show. I thought it was a great show. I heard a lot of people on Twitter and YouTube saying that a lot of the matches were short. It was a 5-fucking-hour show. I mean, come on. Jesus. There were 2 short matches. This match was too long. This match was too short. It was blah, blah, blah. I thought the show was great. Even the opening pre-show was hot. I mean, come on.
Oh, yeah.
About Yuji Nagata. Yuji Nagata. You have Mr. Let. You have Jeff Cobb. You have Tokyo Pimps. You had the villain Marty Scurll. You have Hangman Page. Even Davey Boy Smith got a little bit of a pop. Dave Finlay. All those guys. It's awesome.
Let's set this up proper. So it starts with the pre-show, and they have a gauntlet match between teams trying to get the number 1 contender shot for the never six-man
never
tag.
openweight six-man.
Yeah, for the never openweight 6-man championship. Yeah.
And yeah, that was so much fun. That gauntlet match was just so much fun. Jeff Cobb throwing people around.
That's
Yuji
how you do it,
Nagata. Let me think about this. Yuji Nagata and Minoru Suzuki are like trading shots. The place is going nuts. This is on the pre-show.
They were beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah. I mean, just think about Suzuki being on the pre-show. He's been such a huge star for so long. And he's on
running
the
into
pre-show.
Suzuki in the alley. No, thank you.
Right.
No kidding.
That guy scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, everyone got lots of shine in that gauntlet match. It was like it was just a lot of fun. And Dave Finley, Fit Finley's kid, was doing his was rolling up people. There, it was like a big thing. And yeah,
and you had Marty Scurll, you had Hangman Page. It was just great. I mean, as soon as new, because Jesus Christ, I can't even say it now. I'm so excited. Yeah, Eugene Nagata stepped in the ring. I marked out right there.
Yes. The exchange between Yuji Nagata and Marty Scurll was a lot of fun.
That was good stuff. Even Davey Boy Smith, I marked out for. Look at this idiot. I was like, yay, but now, it was good stuff. That's how you open the show.
You mentioned Hangman Page. Did you see that shooting star headbutt thing he did?
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty cool.
Off the apron?
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually saw that.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I saw some people complaining about it, saying it's kind of dumb. I mean, it is a little dumb, but it's kind of cool looking. So.
And he's a big ass dude.
Yeah, that whole gauntlet match was very entertaining. Very entertaining.
Who was tagging with Nagata?
It was Jeff Cobb and Dave Finley.
Finley, yeah.
Oh, that's right, because Elgin was out.
Yeah, so it starts off. It's Yuji Nagata, Cobb, and Finley versus Marty Scurll, Hangman Page, and I don't remember the other guy.
And it was Suzuki, right? No, Tokyo Pimps.
Yes, that's right. Because it comes out with Peter and all that, and then the cameramen are doing the weird lewd shots of her backside and stuff. Yes, so
yeah. If I need to,
that starts off
her underwear. Yeah.
Then it's Cobb, Nagata, Finley versus Suzuki Goon. Yeah. What's it called? Suzuki.
They beat Chaos too.
Yeah.
Goto,
you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Then they face Suzuki, Davey Boy Smith, Lance
Archer.
Yeah, Lance Archer. I almost said Lance Hoyt, whatever his name goes by now. And then they beat them. And then they fought. Who was it? They fought
Makabe, Yano, and Taguchi.
Yes. Yeah. The funky weapon.
And they won the whole thing.
Yeah.
It was good stuff. Now the opening match. It was for the never open weight championship.
Holy shit, dude!
Ospreay and Ibushi.
Oh my God.
I got 2 words for you. Holy shit. Okay, match
Ospreay is not just a flippy shit guy anymore.
No, yeah, I think he's got to change.
Yeah, because he's like transitioning into a heavyweight. I mean, he's like, I think he's going to be too big for the juniors this year. I don't know.
Yeah.
That match was one of the best ones. So I saw the main event. But that match was, I was like, whoa. I mean, this is the opening match of the card, and it's like this already. Those guys beat the shit out of each other. Move after move, and like the strikes.
Shit.
Yeah, hello, I have two words for you: strong style. I mean, these guys were hitting each other like for real. I'm like, holy shit!
We needed Vampiro to be like brutal, brutal.
Yeah, brutal, brutal. Hey, that's gimmick infringement. He's stealing my catchphrase. No, anyway, but yeah, man, those guys were going at it.
Let me say this on Will Ospreay. I have criticized him a lot in the past because I have seen some matches with him where he does the most convoluted, flippy, illogical bullshit I've ever seen in a match. His matches with Ricochet, especially, used to drive me up the fucking wall because they would like do a cartwheel to whip the person and then do some kind of somersault flip thing to avoid doing this and do all the like a constant thing of like a and then at the end maybe all they do is like hit each other or stop.
It was all spots. It was a spot fest. Yeah.
I mean, his matches were just a collection of just the most It's not just that it's spots. They were past tense. It's not that they were spots. It was like the most convoluted spots you can think of, as complicated and over the top and stupid as you can think of. But I noticed last year. I noticed it first in his match against Liger. Was it on one of the G1 specials in Los Angeles? Or San Francisco?
I think so. Yeah.
It's San Francisco, right?
Yeah, he started giving space to the spots he does.
Yeah, and they look better.
Yeah, and everything starts having more, gravitas and stuff to it. And yeah, now we've gotten to this point where he's changing his style, morphing into a heavyweight. He's still doing the cool stuff, but in when it's appropriate and when it pops the match or whatever the dynamic. But
I just hope Ospreay bought some beer for Ibushi after that match. Yeah, because he beat the shit out of him, man. That fucking elbow, he knocked him into tomorrow.
Now I tell you, part of the evolution of that kind of, that kind of wrestling though, it's because I think in large part because of people having video games, and it's like, oh, well, it's like, oh yeah, we're wrestling each other, we're kids. And it's like, oh, well, what if we could do this? And what if we could do that? I think it's, things like that have been, like opened up, whereas you're, it's like you've created yourself in the game,
True.
And, I think there's a heavy influence on that. Whereas
I mean, I know Ibushi's the young
guys
star.
don't even watch tape of themselves, 30 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
I know Ibushi's the young star, but he's not going to last long. I mean, he keeps having matches like that.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, man. These guys they were knocking each other until tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, that elbow at before the finish.
Yeah, man, that shit knocked him out. He was out cold.
Yeah, I mean, he looked legit unconscious.
Yeah, he was dazed and confused, big time.
Yeah, he was, but he got up and they did the finish on it.
So. Well, I mean, it was more he got pulled up. And then they did the finish. Yeah, he didn't really stand up after the elbow.
He had massive assistance.
Yeah.
And before we get any further, I got to give props to all the refs in every single match. They sold 2 counts. They sold moves. They sold breaking the rules. All the refs sold everything perfectly. I loved it. All the refs were marking out themselves in the middle of the ring. I loved it. All the refs were going, "Holy shit!" And they were grabbing their head in disbelief at some of the moves. That was a good job. I wish WWE refs should do that.
Well, they've got more problems than just the refs.
Yeah, I know.
So, well, what followed that? Was it the junior tag title, right?
Yes.
That was a pretty good match too.
Let me tell you something. I have been won over by Kanemaru and Desperado. Are, to me,
I like Desperado.
they are old school heels.
Yeah.
I mean, they are straight out of the 80s, man. I mean,
Zeus, you nailed it. Zeus, you nailed it. Yeah.
They do the mean shit. You know, they do that mean shit. Like, you know, it's like, oh, you're flying through the air. Just, fuck you. Go fly. Whatever, man. You know, I mean, they are just mean. They got a great heel attitude. And I tell you something else. Show and Yo, they are like the Fantastics reincarnated.
Oh,
they do a lot of great double team stuff, and
that's high praise there, Zeus. That's a little high praise.
I think so. But I mean, they are great baby faces. I mean, they're not like, I don't think they're like into themselves in the match as much as like, say, Ricky and Robert, you know, who had had massive egos. I think the Fantastics were always more grounded because I think they always kind of felt like they were doing the best that they could. And, you know, even though they were considered, second, babyface type team to, Rock and Rolls, but, they were still really good and they still had, great fucking matches with pretty much everybody.
Oh my God. Meef asked, can they beat Luger and Sting?
Anybody could be Luger, Meef. Anybody.
And
the crazy thing is,
my mom can pin Luger.
Well, now she could, but here's another crazy thing too: is that Luger and Sting are like the only team that like ever beat the Steiners and the Road Warriors.
Right.
Well, they were trying to push Luger so hard. They had to do everything. I mean, they were going them in singles. They had to go there and put him in a tag team, and he still couldn't get over the piece of shit. I mean, how to put somebody over? They're try again.
Calm down.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
Oh shit! Calm down, man.
Hey, speaking of Luger and Wrestle Kingdom, does anybody remember the WCW World Title match from New Japan Super Show 2? It was a Chono and Luger.
Oh, not off the top of my head.
I actually don't remember that, but I'm hoping Chono beat the shit out of him.
Well, actually, he didn't. It was really that was still just before Chono really kind of broke out as a main eventer. Yeah, he. Because that was like when Luger was doing the pile driver as his finisher.
Oh my God!
Did they even pushing Luger to number 2? Look at Masahiro Chono. Look at that. It's still piece of shit.
Chono got a shout out from the ring, but we'll get into that later.
Yeah. That was kind of hot from Jericho. Yeah.
Yeah. YYH has a question, but I can't answer the question. I don't know if Ibushi is really gay. I don't know if he's really gay or if he's really gay with Omega. I don't know these things. That's
I think it's always been more of an insinuation that they're both bi.
Right.
That's been my understanding.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I don't care if they're bi.
I don't care. They're either. Whatever it is, it's great. It's great marketing.
You just keep doing matches. Just keep doing what you do, and don't get knocked the fuck out in the ring like you did yesterday.
Yeah, right? I mean, the Golden Lovers angle has just been just great pro wrestling.
I think that's a great angle.
Yeah.
Okay?
I mean, they obviously care a shitload about each other.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Can you say Billy and Chuck? No, but yeah. No. I mean, come on.
No, yeah, but I mean, you can't. I mean, because it's just like there was one.
Is it a takeoff on Billy and Chuck? That's what I'm trying to say.
No, I don't think so.
No, right? Thank God.
No,
because that sucked.
Yeah, that did suck. It's Lenny and Lodi.
Yeah. Oh my God!
I did like the West Hollywood Blondes. I did like the West Hollywood Blondes, though. Come on, Zeus. Come on.
Let's get back to the show.
Right. Come on. You got to show the West Hollywood Blondes a little love.
What was after the Junior tag? Was it Ishii and Zack Sabre Jr.?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot stop. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. We do have to mention that it was Bushi and Shingo that won the junior tag titles.
Yes.
Yes.
And Shingo, how is he a junior?
I don't know.
He's the big ass junior. I think it's a combined.
I don't know what kind of metric system they use over there, but I think he's a little bit heavy. But it's okay.
I mean, both him and the guy who wins the junior title later, Ishimori, are like the most jacked up, roided juniors I've seen.
Ishimori looked like he had 9 needles sticking out of his ass. Okay.
Oh shit!
But all right. So on to the British. Well, what? The British Heavyweight Championship.
The Rev Pro British Heavyweight Championship. Yes.
Now,
which is has nothing to do with anything in Britain or Rev Pro.
No. I'm a big Ishii fan. Okay, I love Ishii. He's awesome.
Yes.
He's awesome.
Stone Pitbull.
I thought that. Okay, this was the only match I didn't like.
Oh.
I don't like Zach. What's his name? Okay, he looks like fuck him. He looks like a bootleg Rick Martel. Okay, he was brutal. Okay, Zack Sabre Jr. is brutal, and the only reason why they put the strap on him is because New Japan's doing a tour in the UK later on. Yeah. I get it. We get it, but you can't fucking put him over. Ishii's the fucking man. He's the man.
Oh my god.
And yes, I know Zack Sabre Jr. is young. He's this, he's that, but I'm sorry. He looks contorted in the ring. He's like, all his moves are like blasé. It's like, okay, I'm gonna give you an arm drag. Maybe I won't. Maybe I will. But I can guarantee you this: it'll be half-assed. Okay? No, it's horrible. He was horrible. I love Ishii, and that was that.
I'll say this about Zack Sabre Jr. He has a terrible look. I mean, I'm not saying he needs to be muscular or something, but he needs to be a bit more toned.
Yeah, he does look like Kendall Windham.
He looks like a fucking Gumby. He was like flopping in the ring. I'm like, what's wrong with you?
I mean, he just looks like a college kid, basically, like a tall, lanky college kid.
He looks like the guy that delivers my pizza. It's horrible.
He looks like Kendall Windham. Google Kendall Windham in 1988. That's it.
No. Hold on. Even Kendall Windham had some rhythm to him. This guy don't.
No, he didn't. No.
Okay.
Zack Sabre Jr.
You're confusing him
with Barry.
I mean, Barry was thin. I mean, like in 1980.
Yeah.
But he was a fucking beast by 1985.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Kendall Windham. Even Kendall Windham had a little bit of rhythm to him. This fucking guy never yesterday did not. Okay?
I think you're coloring that by osmosis.
Maybe. But I'm just a big Ishii fan, and I just hated to see that. I don't like the way the match turned out.
I will say
I understand what they were doing. They have to work on the arm, blah blah blah. Because it was a good storyline for the match, but I didn't like the way it was executed. I just didn't like the way it was executed. So
I enjoyed the match myself, but Zack Sabre Jr. is. I think the problems with him are besides the look, like the in-ring problems are no real impact to his strikes, and yet it's like supposed to be part of his game. And then his selling is not so great.
Over. I mean, come on, Ishii's so over, man. Don't do that to him. He's awesome. Okay,
I was going to say Zack Sabre Jr. does not sell very much.
Not sell. You can't buy. You can't sell. You can't do anything right. Jesus, he's horrible.
Well, he has good submissions. I mean, he's got that down. But I mean, that's hurt by his lack of good look. Like if his look was a little better, you'd buy a little more that he's hurting.
He has no personality either. I mean, thank God for Taka Michinoku.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on, he has no personality. I mean, come on. Jesus, he actually made Dean Malenko look interesting. I mean, come on, man. It was brutal.
Zero. Beef said that Justin from MMM Show has publicly offered ZSJ a fight.
I got $20 on Justin.
Zero said Zack Sabre Jr. looks like Sammy Guevara ate Zack Sabre Jr. And YYH said Zack Sabre Jr. looks good in the ads he models. Yeah, he does. I will say this: he does look good in those SPLX ads. He does look like in clothes. He does look like a model.
Photoshop.
Yeah,
Photoshop.
possibly Photoshop. Yes.
Oh my god!
What was after that? The tag match.
I didn't like that match.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying. I didn't like that match.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a good tag match. Yeah, that was actually pretty good. It was a short match too, but it was good.
Oh, I loved when Sonata went on that dive marathon.
I got
he hit like 5 planches in a row.
Yeah. He would hit, then get back inside, hit. He would throw someone out and then do another one. And
he did one of the Young Bucks. He did both of them. He did, he planched everybody.
I hope Gorillas of Destiny never leave New Japan because no one is going to book them like they book them.
No. I mean, you know they're good buddies with Anderson and Gallows still, and they they probably talk on the phone once a month, and they're like, "Hey, man, they gonna stop fucking you guys over yet?" No.
Yeah. Exactly. I thought that was a pretty good match.
Yeah,
it was a fun match. It was a fun match.
And I tell you something about the Bucks is, it's kind of like Hogan. It's like I enjoy the losses more than the wins.
No.
Because it's just I think that it just has a better feel to it, and I think this whole thing, I think they wanted to give the Japanese fans something to remember them by, instead of being silly and super kicking everything,
right?
For 20 minutes straight.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's the dark-haired one in the Young Bucks?
I mean, Jesus, dude.
I don't know. One of them has like brown hair and one of them has like black hair. The black-haired one is
Jackson.
It's Matt. It's Matt and
the black-haired guy. He in the Bucks. He last year there's a whole deal where he was always selling his lower back.
Oh yeah.
And so
he kept selling it yesterday too. Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday he got like slammed, and he's like selling the lower back, and I kind of chuckled about it. And then when I was reading all the reactions to the shows last night after I had finished, it took me all day to watch the show. So when I had finished, I was reading reactions, and I was laughing out loud when I saw someone saying like, "Oh, I know what he's gonna sell this year."
Yeah, it is. Yeah, pretty much.
They're getting some weird things in the chat. Holy shit!
Oh my god! Okay, all right, Meef.
Yeah, Meef. I don't. Holy shit!
He looks like the kind of guy
opinions expressed in the chat room of Markout Mania are not endorsed by or represent the members of Markout Mania in any way.
Oh my goodness! What was after the tag thing?
I think Zack Sabre Jr. sex will last as long as James' interest in one of his matches. I think that's pretty much correct, Meef. I think you hit the nail on the head. 6.5 seconds. Done. Okay, go ahead.
Oh my goodness!
8 out. Okay, see you later. No,
holy moly! I need a gavel. What was after this?
Juice and Cody.
Oh, Juice and Cody.
Juicy Cody.
Okay.
Well, here's the one match that everybody knew that Cody was dropping the belt.
Yes.
Yeah. This was a sadly there was no way to save the surprise of who was winning this match.
Yeah, exactly. I got to give props to Brandy.
Yes.
She killed it in the match.
She's the best thing in that match.
Exactly.
I'm not just talking about she's a beautiful woman. I'm not talking about that. She was the
best thing in the match, literally.
Like her and Cody as a duo are so much better than they are apart.
Yeah.
On their own.
Sadly, and you know what? I don't like to compare it, but it does to me. That looked like a semi-main event on Raw.
Well, I didn't think
it just didn't get me going. I wasn't interested. I love when Brady was in the ring. I love when Cody was trying to sell. Please don't push him in the back. But
Yeah.
like, after that, yeah.
Well,
after that, I was like, and
yeah. Once they got rid of Brandy, it was like, oh, you just got rid of the best thing in the match. She's like giving it life. She's giving the match life. Like, you know,
I'm not a big fan of Juice. He's you know, I mean, like he's okay, but you know, I'm like okay, it's you know, it's like watching
Juice doesn't do anything for me either.
No,
Yeah.
you know, it's like watching. You know, I mean, come on, like how many times are we gonna see the same matchup? You know, like come on, next.
My problem with Juice Robinson, one of my problems has always been his gear. He always has shitty, ugly gear.
Fucking.
I don't know what the hell he was.
You know,
wearing.
when Cody said that he was the discount version of Kiri Sane, you know, that was the truth. That was some true shit right there, man.
I didn't think that match was all impressive.
No.
I thought it was mostly filler. It was just there, so.
And you know,
that
it's like, I mean, it just makes me want to draw Juice as a pirate, like as a good fucking pirate.
Juice, please do it. Please do it.
Oh yes,
please do it. Please.
Yeah, you think he would have? You remember when he used to always wear that weird rainbow trunks? Those weird like rainbow metallic trunks.
I don't think I was. I don't. No, I don't.
He wore that forever. This like this very ugly rainbow metallic.
Remember, I'm just back into wrestling 3 years now.
Right. Well, and then he went
on Juice on his search of a gimmick. Yeah, it's horrible.
Zero said Juice is Go Kiger. It's that's hilarious. But yeah, that match wasn't. It's one of my least favorite matches of the night.
It was just so Cody could drop the belt.
It's not that it was like it wasn't like like I wanted to change the channel or something. I mean,
it was like watching a match on Raw.
Yeah,
it was like, home.
You know, and at least Brandy was very entertaining. Like
she was entertaining. She was like, "Go ahead, hit me right here." That was funny.
Okay, so after that was Kushida Ishimori, right?
Yes.
And Kushida's entrance has to be talked about because the creepy kid with the creepy Kushida mask.
Yeah, that mask looked a little too real for me. You know,
that it was hilarious entrance, but it was also very unsettling.
Yeah, yep. Even like, Doc Brown made an appearance. That was hot.
Kind of like Justin when he's not wearing his ball cap.
Oh my God!
Oh, there you go.
That's disconcerting.
I thought that entrance was pretty cool. It was funny. It was a good entrance.
It was a good entrance. It's just that mask was a little unsettling.
That mask was creepy, man. That mask was a little creepy. It was a little too much realistic for me. I was like, look at that shit. At first, I thought it was a head on a stick.
Something I'll have to go back and watch today.
Sorry, Zeus. Sorry, Zeus. Spoiler alert. My bad.
It's okay.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry about that, buddy.
Go live tweet Dominion, fuckers. Tag you in every post.
Holy shit.
Nice. Good job.
God. Oh my God.
I thought it was a head on a stick. I was like, holy shit.
I didn't know what I was seeing at first when that kid came out in that mask. I didn't know what that was going on.
How is that a special effect? I mean, like, what are we doing?
Oh my goodness.
Ishimori is fast.
Holy shit, yeah.
He can build some speed quick.
Yeah, he has some juice.
Well, yeah.
Oh my goodness, that dude is so jacked. He is. I'm like, this dude is a junior heavyweight. Like,
he
holy
can easily
moly.
endorse a shitload of products on his trunks. Hey, I juice with so and so.
Oh my goodness,
he was jacked to the nines, and then some.
That match was good, I thought.
It was a good match. You know what I liked about that match?
What?
They went at it right away. It was like bang, 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 bang. Okay, good. You know, there was no bullshit posturing, this, that, and the third. They went at it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so it was pretty
Otter
good.
boy.
You know.
Him and the Sea Otters. Kushida.
Sea Otters.
Oh, yeah, the Otters, yeah.
They said that Kushida is a 9-time champion now.
Something like that.
Yeah,
9-time, really? Is he?
or no, 6-time.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
We might be combining his Best of Super Junior wins with his IWGP wins.
Oh, yeah, that's possible, yeah.
This was the Shimori's first singles title.
6-time, yeah, 6-time junior heavyweight champion.
Okay, cool.
Two-time junior tag champ and 2-time Best of Super Junior and
wow.
and the Super J Cup.
Oh, he also didn't Kushida
J Cup. Okay.
Kushida won that What Culture Pro Wrestling World Cup last year.
Yeah.
They did in England. That promotion's gone now, but I remember he won that World Cup.
Yep.
He Ospreay in the final.
I think Zack Sabre Jr. is going to be my new Luger. I think that's going to be my. I think that's going to be my resolution for 2019. 2019. I'm going to wake up a half hour earlier so I can hate you more. There you go.
We need the ZSJ Express to go by Florida.
What was the next match after that? Oh yeah.
I think it was Okada and Jay White, right?
I
Yes.
thought that was a good match. I think that was a good match. It didn't need it to be 55 minutes.
Yeah, okay. Let's get into this. Last year at the Tokyo Dome, Jay White fought Tanahashi. And everyone hated I didn't think it was a bad match myself, but a ton of people hated the match. They said it was way too long. It went on forever. It was too slow. It was boring. They said it was so long, so slow, so boring. So it was a long match. But then this year he has an under 20-minute match against Okada, much faster, more action-packed, more exciting, and people are like, it was too short.
Yeah, isn't that the way people are?
I mean, everybody always has the reasons to complain. I mean, because I always complain about everything, but that's just me. Yeah. But still, I mean, everybody wants to bitch about it was too long last year, and now it's too short this year. I thought the match told the story. It was good. I actually like watching Okada at that pace.
Yeah.
Well, same thing though with other fans. It's like, oh, I'm so tired of Tanahashi. Oh, please beat Kenny. Please beat Kenny. I love you.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, come on. How do you not pull for Tanahashi? I mean, come on, man. He's been doing this shit for what? Like over 25 years?
Yeah. But yeah, and you look at the what I saw from the Jay White and Okada. It's I mean, everybody was thrilled to have the blonde Rainmaker back. Wearing the shorts and the
he got rid of those ugly pants. Thank God.
Yeah. Bye.
That, but it's like he went through. He's been through some stuff since losing to Kenny. I mean, that's messed him up, and then Jay's betrayal messed him up.
Yes.
And he's actually been developing his character a lot more than he ever did in the last 2 years of his reign.
Yes.
As champion. So
the big criticism against Okada for a long time was he does not express emotions very genuinely. Like he doesn't give emotions in his match. They don't come across very genuinely. But the last year, that part of his game has improved a lot.
I've seen a few matches with Okada where he was getting his ass kicked by Kenny Omega, and you can see emotion on his face quite well.
Yeah, I think that.
Oh, I've seen a number of Robot Okada matches. I mean, I'm not going to say that he has not had that problem in the past. He has had that problem
but
in the past.
Not as of late. As of late, no.
No, yeah, he's improved a lot in that aspect.
Yeah. So, and then Jay, Jay White's a good fucking wrestler. I got a friend of mine.
He's not bad. He's pretty good.
He doesn't care for Jay White, and I'm like, that motherfucker's pretty good. And he's
good.
strong. He's strong as fuck too.
Right.
So, I mean,
he's another one who I think he will thrive a little bit in AEW if that happens.
See, I don't think once again, I think he sees himself in New Japan for a long term because he's closer to home.
Yeah, that's true.
And he doesn't have to put up with the extraneous bullshit. And I see him, winning, IWGP title. He's that kind of guy who could end up, with a classic feud over the next 5 years or longer with Ibushi.
I was just going to say that. Yeah, Ibushi. Yep. I was just going to say that. Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that.
Jay White will benefit more from the Elite and other people leaving New Japan than going with them. So he should stay there.
I stand corrected. Thank you, fellas.
Meef said Zack Sabre Jr. was the kid at the ECW panel at WrestleCade. Zero said Okada finally got rid of
walking advertisement for birth control.
Meef also said Jay White equals slimy Trent Reznor.
and you wonder why all the girls love him.
And Meef also said he thought Jay White had jaundice.
YYHA says that Okada is always angry.
Yeah. So what was next?
He's been quite angry. He spent a lot of his career being aloof.
Yeah.
I think. And to see the emotion from him, And by the way, New Year's Dash, the Bullet Club beat Chaos again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That was today, right?
Yeah, yesterday technically.
Yeah.
Oh. While we're on that match, there's a moment where you're mentioning was it Gato or Gato? What's the guy who was the mouthpiece for Okada?
Yeah, Gato.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's a moment between him and Okada in the match that was awesome. A little bit of revenge for Okada.
That was cool.
Nice.
Nice. What next was the Intercontinental title match, right? Jericho versus Naito.
Yes, that was a good match.
That was a really good match. I really, really enjoyed that match.
I love this Jericho. He's amazing. He's amazing in New Japan.
Here's a question.
He just reinvents himself, and he's awesome. Yeah.
Oh, my question is, what do you call this Jericho? I've seen people say black metal Jericho. I've seen people say goth Jericho. I've seen people say like Joker Jericho. What do you call this?
I say a Clockwork Orange Jericho. How about that?
Yes.
There you
Clockwork
go.
Jericho. Mm-hmm.
Clockwork Jericho. Because when I drew that sketch of
yes, that's right,
of Jericho last year after he beat Naito, he retweeted. He's like, "Yeah, Clockwork Jericho." Mm-hmm. He's like, "I love it." So, yeah. I mean, you talk about somebody that looks. I mean, to be 48 fucking years old,
and he still moves in the ring.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah. Makes me feel great,
You and me both, buddy. You and me both.
being the same age is,
Exactly.
But yeah, and Naito was he was, I think he was a little bit more, he was a little bit less, flippant. He took the match more seriously.
Yeah.
Than he always pretends he does. Where he's, he always acts like, well, this is just,
another day at the office.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's just, whatever. Because that's the attitude of LIJ is,
Mm-hmm.
So, but no, he was definitely up for the challenge. I love that counter. Into the springboard tornado DDT.
Yes.
That was. I thought that was really nice. I mean, I just, it's hard to say, enough good things about Jericho. I mean, he's, and who knows, he may stay kind of a free agent and pop back up in both.
Yeah.
Well, I love him in New Japan here, and he was giving Chono a shout out too.
Yeah, he was like, "No, you
like that shit, Chono?
You like that, Chono?"
Yeah.
Well, what did he do to?
I don't something with a weapon. I think.
Yeah, I think he caned him in the head.
Yeah. Good. Oh, that was awesome when Naito was gonna go for that thing where he pretends to do a dive, but he goes into the
flip roll,
the pose.
Yeah.
But then he faked doing the pose and was actually gonna go for the dive, and Jericho just like cracked him with the cane.
Yeah, that was awesome. It was a great match all the way around, man.
The final third of that match is just like the match is good before that, and then it like goes a whole nother level, and you're like, oh,
it's a clinic. Yeah,
I can't wait to watch it.
My bad, Zeus.
Sorry,
hey, Zeus.
I'm just kidding. I'm just totally kidding. Not true.
Hey, Zeus.
Yeah.
Shh. I do have to warn you about something. There are spoilers. Okay, here we go. But all jokes aside, I mean, those guys had a great match. I would pay anything to see him do it again. I mean, they really went at it.
I mean, their other match was good last year too, I thought.
I think this one was a little bit better.
Yeah, this one was better. This one was a better match.
Yeah, it was a good match.
Meef said that Jericho stole Raven's Clockwork Orange gimmick.
Yeah.
I don't think Raven can remember his Clockwork Orange gimmick.
Raven was on Impact this week, by the way.
Hold on. I heard a rumor that Raven actually plays a character where because he's inside a psychiatric ward. Is that true?
Yes.
All right, I don't want to hear about it. Don't tell me, please. Thank you. Don't. Impact sucks. Officially blows nuts. That's it.
Oh, come on now. Lucha Underground went and got they had Matt Striker go pick up Vampiro from the Nut House too.
Yeah, but that's Vampiro.
No, that's true.
He's fucking nuts. He's crazy. But I mean, Raven, no.
I kind of
promo in the ring.
I kind of want to see the Vampiro commentary version of Wrestle Kingdom 13 where he's going, play my music? Play my music.
Oh my God, please. I still have a nightmare about that pay-per-view. Oh, that was horrible.
So the only one match left, the main event, Kenny Omega defending the IWGP Heavyweight Championship against Hiroshi Tanahashi, the G1 Climax winner.
That match was off the fucking hook. In plain English.
This has not happened in a long time, but I watched this match 4 times. I have watched this match 4 times since yesterday.
4 times?
I watched it 3 times yesterday. I watched it in Japanese commentary. Then I watched it twice on Access. And then this morning I watched it again with the Japanese commentary.
Wow.
Their timing in the ring is impeccable. One, okay? I think they know each other so well. I can't even explain it. Everything they do is so fluid. It's so smooth. They know how to tell a story properly, and it was amazing what they did. I mean, and they both beat the shit out of each other too.
I have to say the build up to this match really adds a lot to the story that plays out in the ring. The whole deal with Omega kind of being like, you're past it. We're the future. Yeah. Like, the elite and this. We've outgrown you.
Right.
I've seen your past stuff. It's not so great.
I watched you when I was a kid. Blah,
yeah,
blah, blah.
this says he's like, no, you're past it, and all this stuff, and Tanahashi's just like, I'm gonna show, I've got the heart, even whatever crazy moves you're gonna throw at me, I've got the heart, and I can, hang with you. And the stuff with the leg was really good.
Yes,
and,
yes.
I'll try not to go into too much.
That was an insane dragon whip. Oh my god, I think he's gonna break his kneecap.
Oh, you're talking about, okay, so like Omega does that thing where he puts the people on his shoulders and he's like, you cannot escape. And he does that rolling thing that Fit Finlay used to do.
Yeah.
And so out of that, he's going to go do a moonsault, but then he acts like he tweaked his knee. And then so there's a little hesitation. Then he goes to do the moonsault, and Tanahashi has enough time to get up there, grabs his leg, and that dragon screw, the way they did that made it look like he broke Kenny's knee or something.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit, man! Did it bend like that for real? I was like, god damn, that hurt. But that match was incredible. They really went at it. They told a great story. I mean, how do you not love Tanahashi after that?
Oh yeah.
I've seen criticism about the finish. I will grant that
there was nothing wrong with the finish. It was fine. Don't you want fireworks and a bridge to explode? I mean, what the fuck? It was a good finish. It was okay for the match.
Yeah,
because they beat each other so much that it was a natural progression to that kind of finish.
Yeah, the finish works with the story of the match. That at some point, Tanahashi is kind of putting what's his face, Omega down a hill that's going to be too much for him to climb, and Omega doesn't really know it. But his V triggers or Z triggers or whatever they're called, they're not as effective because the knee stuff and so he's kind of being pushed down a hill by the old man, and he doesn't realize it yet that he's not going to be able to get up this hill. And so, the finish works in that way that there's a little wave of offense.
For all the people complaining about the finish, it could have easily been a Zack Sabre Jr. finish. How about that? Okay, it was a good match. It was a great finish. Just leave it alone. It was good.
I think one thing I saw looking at reactions, I think there was a number of fans this side of the world who are maybe, they're like elite / Omega fans. I think they were just unhappy with the result.
Oh, get over themselves. Every single person lost their title. Every single person lost their title. So come on, it was going to happen.
Hey, James, oh wait, before I get into that, I have to bring up something because I said I'd bring this up, and YYH mentioned this, and I was laughing earlier. Kenny Omega's gear. I have to bring this up. My thought from when I first saw it, because I think I sent her messages about this, and then every other time I've seen it, his gear looks almost exactly like Angelico's gear.
Yeah. It was...
Who knows? Same Taylor? Who knows? Who knows what goes on?
I mean, even in the past year or so, Angelico does these weird sort of wire lines on some of his yellow boot stuff or whatever, and he even has stuff like that on on it. I was like, this is very uncanny, resemblance to Angelico's gear, but that's just a minor thing. But what I was going to bring up, James, you mentioned that. The thing with everyone losing their titles. You mentioned
that's how you start off the new year. Yeah, everybody lost their title. Every single title changed hands.
That was on the card.
Yeah. Yep. Every single title on the card changed hands. Every single one. I mean, you know what? Yes, I know about the AEW and all that stuff, but I thought it was a great way to kick off your new year. Now you get a chance to build new storylines, build new angles, etc., etc., etc. Excellent. And you know what? I give kudos for New Japan for doing that. And you know what? I know people are going to shit on that too. Oh, you can't change every single title on the pay-per-view. Yes, you can.
I mean, it's the time to do it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, Zeus. Sorry.
I was going to say that Gorillas of Destiny and Ishimori retained the 6-man titles at New Year's Dash.
Yeah.
A New Year's Dash. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's today
so,
or the yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you who won that match.
So spoiler. So,
Damn it!
Damn it, Zeus!
Damn it!
I'm a doctor, not a fortune teller. Okay.
Chingate! Malditos!
But I have an observation about the card.
Yes.
I have an observation about the production, actually. I don't know if it's the Tokyo Dome setup or whatever, but there seemed to be way too much room on the outside of the ring. I mean, you could have easily had people up against the rails. I mean, there was like all this empty space for days all the way around the ring.
I mean, it pretty much is always like that, though.
Yeah.
I know it's like that in Tokyo Dome, but why is it like that always in the Tokyo Dome?
I think it's just, I think overall, this is like the only place that they never try to overcrowd people.
Okay.
I mean, if you look at some of their other shows, it's like, a lot of their other shows are very small. It's tight.
Yeah, true.
And plus people are paying big money for those, those first 10 rows are, quite expensive.
But it just seemed to me there seemed to be a lot of room on the outside of the ring. I was like, it could easily fit in like 3 rows on each side.
Yeah.
I just want to tell everybody that, including you guys and everybody in the chat, but fucking Puma King has got a really, really ornate mask. It is a pain in the ass to draw.
It's giving you problems, Zeus?
Oh my god, dude!
As soon as you said that, I know exactly where you're coming from. So I'm like, oh my god.
I mean, he's got shit all over this fucking thing. That's why I'm not drawing him in his entrance gear with the Puma heads on his shoulders and all that.
I'll take you 3 days.
And the belt. No, not drawing all that extra bullshit.
No, that's a lot.
I'm doing a damn good job of doing your head and face.
Well, that sketch that you showed us was badass. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
That was nice.
It's coming along. It's coming around real nicely. So, but
all of you in chat, all of you don't know in chat, as Zeus is drawing Puma King, by the way.
Because Puma King and Bandito are coming to AML Wrestling on the 27th of this month.
Bandito you did came out hot.
Yeah, the Bandito one is awesome.
Tickets to that. Oh, Colby Carino is going to be there too.
Oh, cool.
Steve Carino's son. And
cool.
And James, I know you remember the first Balls Mahoney versus Steve Carino match.
I believe,
Living Dangerously 99.
Yep, I believe I have that on tape. Yes, I do. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And remember what Joey Styles said?
What did he say?
Colby, Daddy's not coming home tonight.
Yes. I remember that. Yeah, damn, dude,
poor kid. I wonder how many of his friends from fucking school were telling him that shit.
My goodness.
Your daddy's not coming home.
Daddy's not coming home. He probably heard that shit for 20 years.
He's probably hitting his classmates in the head with fucking chairs while he's growing up.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Probably hit his teacher one time.
By the way, Zeus.
Colby, your father's not going to be able to pick you up today. But shut the fuck up. Bam.
Yeah. That was actually a good match between Balls Mahoney and Steve Carino.
That was a short match because he just ended up, it's like 2 minutes of Carino being funny and then Balls getting tired of his shit.
Yeah, that's the whole point of Balls Mahoney. Bap, you're gone. That's it. It was good stuff. I loved it. It was good.
Yeah, it's like those chair shots back then were just
brutal.
I mean, you especially like you look at them today and you're like, oh my god! It's like no wonder these guys are
unadulterated. I hate your guts. You didn't buy the last round of beer. I'm gonna hit you over the head with a fucking chair.
Yeah,
that's it. You cheap bastard. Back. Yeah, exactly. Actually,
Yeah, so
YYHH.
this was fun.
You'll be going to WrestleCon in New York City, in Hilton. Maybe. I gotta check the schedule.
That's because that's going to be in New Jersey, right outside of
Yeah.
yeah.
All I'm concentrating on YYHH. All I'm concentrating on this year is two things. If everything else comes along, I'll probably go. But I'm concentrating on two things. I'm going to WrestleCade this year, coming up 2019. You bet your damn ass I am. And if any of my family members want to get in the way, I got a chair shot for you. Okay, I'm going to WrestleCade, and Zeus and I are going to make it happen. Lucha Underground Season 5, baby.
Right. We have got to get on. We got to do a change.org petition or something. I mean, I don't know what it is, but we got to just keep on making noise about Lucha Underground, because
on Instagram, the El Rey, I follow the El Rey Network account, and sometimes they'll do things like last night they had a thing like what's the title of the movie of your about your life? And I'll answer. I'll put a comment like last night. I put something like the title to the movie about my life is "Waiting for Lucha Underground Season 5."
There you go. There you go.
And so anytime they put something like that, I always answer something like about Lucha Underground Season 5.
Yeah. Anytime I see any of their tweets, you all see where I hijack them, and I'm like, that's all I do is make it. Hey, you know what would be really great about this show if it was fucking not this show and if it was Lucha Underground.
There you go. I'm gonna get T-shirts made up that said Lucha Underground Season 5. I'm gonna get hats made up. I mean, hell, fuck it. I'll even do an underwear. It says Lucha Underground Season 5.
Oh my god!
Okay, come on, let's get it done. Bra, panties, male underwear.
The only TV show that Danny Trejo should be on the El Rey Network is Lucha Underground.
Oh, he's perfect for you.
Not let's make some fucking weapons bullshit like 3 other fucking channels already have.
I think Danny Trejo, he could easily be Darius Cueto's long lost like fucking uncle or something. Yeah. And he comes in, he goes, I have my share of the temple, I have it in the will of the father, blah blah blah. Oh man, that'd be awesome.
That sounds pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go kill your dad.
Yeah. I'm not making no more fucking weapons. I mean, who the hell wants to see a sword go into a pig? No, I want to see Matanza go into a pig. Come on.
That's right.
You want to see Matanza going through a pig?
Yeah, fuck a fake sword that breaks on contact. I don't want to see that shit. Some white guy, well, I use this metal, I use that metal, I guess it didn't help. Yeah, blow me. I want to see Matanza. I want to see Danny Trejo, Lucha Underground. There you go.
Wow.
Fuck, how'd it happen?
Well, I just want to thank everyone in the chat room for watching the show, and everyone. And besides,
it's amazing. I can't believe we've done
33 shows. Yeah,
we are absolutely nuts. Thanks to everybody who's hanging out today in the chat. Big props to Meatloaf. Big props to Angie, especially for her actually going to the New Japan show. Big props to Zero, and biggest props to Double Y, Double H. She was the IWGP champion and the Intercontinental champion in the chat today. So good job.
She is the double champ.
Double champ. I'll get her 2 belts at the same time to wear it. Beacon.
I want to thank all of them for marking out on Markout Mania.
Yeah, sing it, baby.
Marking out on Markout Mania. Ooh,
in the name of Lucha.
Marking out on Markout Mania.
In the name of Lucha. I love that. Yeah.
Woo!
Oh, I'm gonna get that a T-shirt. In the name of Lucha. Woo! Every time I go order a bar at the beer, I'm doing it in the name of
Lucha. We'll see y'all next week. Y'all take care. Have a good week.
Everybody have a good weekend, and thank you for hanging out with us.
I cannot believe we did not say this, but Happy New Year's to everyone.
Oh,
have a great 2019.
Feliz años, everybody.
Adios.
Peace.